So, why are you here on planet Earth? Whatever made you decide to come here to planet Earth? Hey, it's Lenny Wennerstrom, and we're going to talk about that. Like, why are you here? Why did you choose to come here? Yes, Lenny Wennerstrom, and I'm here to help you find your purpose. One of the tools I use is Dr. Shad Helmstetter's book, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. I think I introduced myself twice. Okay, so for November 27th, it's day 332, 34 days left in 2024, and we are now 90.71% complete with the year. Look at us rolling down the highway here. So why are you here? Let's read what Dr. Shad Helmstetter has to say with his passage for today. I know that I'm not here just to be here. I'm here to make a positive difference. It's to make a positive difference. Service to others, right? Every day I look for the difference I can make, and every day I add value to my life and value to the lives of others. Ah, so cute. Okay, let's spin it around. You know how we do here. Your higher self or the second person. So like maybe think your parents or someone who influences you, or you, your higher self, something. You know that you're not here just to be here. You're here to make a positive difference. That's why you're here. Every day you look for the difference you can make, and every day you add value to your life and value to the lives of others. And you know what? You add value to mine. So thank you for that. I really, really appreciate it. Yes, you add value to your life and to the lives of others and to mine. So thank you for that. Okay, so the passage, this is really cool. Like, why are you here? Your purpose. Well, what is your purpose? What is your purpose? Why do you feel like you're here? Well, you now you know that it's here to make a positive difference. You know, we could say there are lots of things. I see people, and I used to very honestly many years ago when I was talking about why people are here. I said we're here to experience life and love or learn to love ourselves unconditionally, and I think all of that is part of it. But it really is up to you. Like, what is it that's your journey? Why are you here? Why did you choose planet Earth during this time, this space, this place, like wherever you are? Why did you choose it? Why is it, and yes, to make a positive difference. Yet, what is it about you that you know is so unique? Like, have you really just sat down? And it's funny when I ask, not just my clients, but others, it's like, what is it that you really want? Like, what do you want? And I get all kinds of, and I don't skip like, who are you really? And what do you really want? Because who are you really can be a very deep question, but I'll just shortcut that for you. And for planet Earth, not on the spiritual. I teach practical spirituality, which is the spiritual journey on one hand and the human experience on the other. So so let's just shortcut and not do the spiritual. Let's just go for the human journey. And you are, who are you? Your accumulation of your programs. You're just all your programs in one that are running. And guess what? You get to change those programs. But answer this: have you just sat down and spent some time with yourself and said, what do I really want? Like, what do I really want in life? And one of the tools that I've given you is to like zoom forward like a month or a year or 5 years or the rest of your life. You're 2,862 million years old, and you're still spry, and everyone thinks you're only 12, but but you're all those. You're even beyond Methuselah. But you go look from wherever the end, wherever. So many people, I've heard people say, I want to live till I'm 120. Well, I mean, I don't know how long Moses and some of the other Bible characters and others lived, but they lived well into their 400s, 800s. So pick a number. Wherever you're at, look back. I think this is forward in the camera, but look backwards. Look back and say, like, if I look at my life, where would I like, what would I have liked to have accomplished? What would be, so, I would feel so good, when it's time for me to go doink and then off to new adventures. What would that look like to you? And but just take the time. I hope that you'll take the time, especially before we go into 2025, and really look and say, what do I really want? And who do I really want to become? And when you start moving and embodying the traits you see in that you admire of, personalities with that have wonderful traits that you would like to have, and the things that you would like to have in your life, not the things, not just things, not like matter, but what would you have liked to have accomplished? What would you like to look back and say, I should have asked myself, what did I really want? Because then I would have been moving in that direction to what I want. And guess what? If you had your purpose, if you knew what your purpose was, which we know it's service to others, right? And as Shad Helmstetter says in this one, that you're here to make a positive difference. So, and of course, in service to others, you are definitely going to make a positive difference. So it kind of encompasses all of that. But what is it that you really, really want? Just sit down someday and journal, or ask yourself as your own coach, or pretend that it's me saying, say your name, and then just say, what is it that you really, really want? What would you like to have? Just you and me sitting there, and I'm asking you that. What would you answer? And take time, take time. Because believe me, if I were with you, I promise you, I would take all the time. I would sit there, we'd have a cup of tea, and where's my tea? I forgot my tea. But we'd have a cup of tea, and we'd have a chat, and oh my gosh, it would be so much fun. I would absolutely love that. I love having conversations, these deep, meaningful conversations that that help me to grow and help others to grow. I love that, because why these, oh, how's the weather? Oh, how are things? Those are just, that's great for, icebreakers or whatever. I really like to get into, I want to know people's stories and who they are and why they are who they are and how they've become who they are, and do they like who they are? Would they like to change? Would they like to, if they could be anything, what would they be? What would they do? What would they have? What would they create? Like all those things that I talk about that you can do, be, have, create, change. What would you change in your life? What do you see that you could, that where you could be a positive influence on someone else, and it would be fun or enjoyable or easy because you just love doing it? Like maybe going and, one of the things, and I never did it. I wanted to do it, but I never did it because I didn't, it became a goal that kind of went by the sidelines with other things that were happening in my life. But I'm certified in something called eccentrics, and and it is such a dynamic movement, and you're using your own body, your own muscles, everything, and you're moving the fascia. It's very dynamic, a full body dynamic workout. It's ESSENTRICS if you're interested. And there are teachers all over. They have more and more, and you might see eccentrics written across, because, well, salud, got puppies here, because they started making, doing sweatshirts and t-shirts and stuff like that. And it's really, really beautiful that, but one of the things that I wanted to do, oh my gosh, I thought I felt stickers. There's so many little stickers. They're not like these big thorns, but they're just like these little teeny stickers, and they stick in there. And when we go out in the snow, it snowed today, like 3 inches. It was so gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. Most of it melted already. But Miranda Esmond White and, her daughter Sarah. Miranda started it all. She was a professional ballerina, and then she hurt her back, and she was teaching what was she teaching? Just teaching, like jazzercise or something. But she started doing her own thing, and she incorporated other things into it, and Tai Chi, not other things, but Tai Chi. So that lengthening and stretching, and just really using and pushing and keeping your arms, and just all like really stretching up and then up and then up, and really moving the fascia so that you always are lubricated, and you can turn and you can move all your ligaments and your muscles and your joints, like you're lubricating them all with the fascias, all the sheets of fascia um, in your body. It's really, really beautiful. But one of the things I wanted to do was to go to like assisted living places, and just volunteer my time, because I've always volunteered and I love it. And I really wanted to help the elderly move more freely, unlock that fascia, so that they could be supple and move, and if they fell, they would just kind of roll rather than clunk. And I think eccentrics is, look it up if you have someone that's for yourself or anyone. I don't care how old or young or whatever, but for the elderly, I mean, to move that fascia is really helpful. But that's one of the things I really wanted to do, and it would have been easy for me to do. Because I love it. So, just adding value to others, doing something that's easy and fun for you that you can do. Sorry, I was taking out stickers from Happy Beans, and I've got to put them in a safe spot because we're right on by the rug, and I don't want to be stepping on those things. So, come here, Feather. So think about like what's easy, and what could be fun, and things, and if you think about your purpose, what could it be in serving people that you enjoy? And no matter what, was that my purpose, or is that my purpose? No, that's not. I mean, but at one point I thought, man, this is all I want to do, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And but that's not where what I am now, what I'm doing now, and the coaching and all of that is just, it's so much deeper than just the physical body. It's the spiritual and the brain and the neuroplasticity, but yet the spiritual, that spiritual journey and the human experience. Eccentrics is part of the human experience, and I love that. Yet that wasn't that's not the thrust or the point of where I want to go. But the more that you move into the things that you love and service to others, the more that you get that direction, and you start honing it down and honing it down and honing it down to what is it that you really want. Because I was a health coach, and I thought, oh, this is perfect, so I'm going to have, help people move their bodies, and not just that was just going to be my volunteer to go to the assisted livings or the nursing homes or that, and volunteer my time there. And but the that being a health coach, it tied in, but it evolved, and it evolved because my spirituality was really growing, and I absolutely love moving into the spiritual realm, the higher dimensions, and really doing my very bestest to understand who and what I really am in the spiritual sense, being the light being, being able to manifest, not manifest like things, I mean, yes, that's fun. That's a fun part of being on planet Earth, that because there is matter here, and we get to move from the invisible into the visible. That's fun. Like to create the life. I love my life. I absolutely love my life, even with the things that are happening, around me and for me, and all the things, because the things don't happen to you, they happen for you. So even, you know today has been a really a challenging day for me emotionally, and a lot of things that when your spouse passes, there's a lot you have to do. I mean, with his social security and things that weren't working, and the bank accounts, and like it was a really, really challenging day. And I even thought, man, I've got to do a video. I want to do the video. I'm so tired. And and you know what I did? Okay, now, first of all, let me just finish that and I'll tell you what I did. But and this is a tool and you're going to love it. But the whole thing about finding your purpose and moving into that purpose is, yes, you are definitely doing positive things for others in your life. So how did he say it? Making a positive difference in people's lives. In because other people's they want, no one needs anything if we go back to the spiritual, but they want what you have to offer because there's something that you know how to do: crochet, knit, cook, clean, organize, um, help them build their muscles. I bodybuilt for so many years. I loved it. And, and just whatever it is that the help them with their mindset, help them before anyone help, the mindset, um, download the app because mindset is all about your neuroplasticity and your programs. Actually, everything is your habits and all of that. This is why I moved to neuroplasticity and to the brain, because that's your key, that's your ticket, and you already have it. Like, it's yours, it's your tool, and it's your shiny bright toy and tool, all of that at the same time. But that moving into your purpose that feels right for you might feel very easy, might feel just something unique to you. So what is so unique to you? So that's when you're sitting there and you're thinking, that, like, what is it that I really want in life? Put all that together and see how it flows with the things that you want. And let's you and me just sit in the kitchen and have a conversation with a little cup of tea across the table and just have this deep, meaningful conversation about you and about what you want and why you want that and where it will take you. What will be, because a lot of times, what will be the outcome of that for you? Like, what will be your reward? How will it feel when you get there? Because it's the destination is wonderful because that's the goal, right? That's the destination. Yet it's the journey and getting there that we are challenged, and so we learn and we grow, and it may be not so easy, but it might be so mucho fun and adventurous, and something, lots of all of it in between, and we meet amazing people's and other things. And so that whole that the goal, getting, and then the journey, and you just figuring out, like, what do you really want in life and why do you want it, and move past that, I want $1 million, you know and because, and then look at it like, why do you want $1 million? We've mentioned this before, on this, but it's like, do you want $1 million or two or 10 million or whatever just sitting on a table and you put it in a vase or glass little thing so you can look at it all day long? No, that's not why you want money. You want freedom. You want the ability to, and you also want the ability to become, you want to become something more for yourself, for others. So it's freedom, it's becoming something different, something higher minded. It's giving more, it's making, having a positive impact, making a positive difference in other people's lives. That's important to you. And I know that because you're listening to this right now. So, and you're agreeing, because my audience, I know my audience very, very well, and my audience is service to others, and cares deeply about their spirituality and about serving others and finding their purpose, and really wanting to excel, like in times of change. Change can be, it depends on how you look at it, but I would say that most people really don't care for change because it's not natural. Like, change is not, actually it is natural, but it doesn't feel good because we're used to one thing, and then all of a sudden there's change. Change in your life. So maybe a divorce, or you lose a job, or you lose a loved one, or, by the way, spiritually, I want to qualify that you never lose anything, but I'm talking about the 3D world, since we do both the spiritual journey and the human experience. So in the human experience, a lot of times we feel that we have lost someone or something, and so there's change. there's change, or even change that you have a new home, you build a new home, or you get a new job, you get offered and you go to a new state or a new country, or you travel all the time, and you're offered different opportunities along the way to do different things. So there's all you maybe you have a child, and so you're growing a family, like all kinds of change. And how boring would the world be? How boring would your life be if you had no change in it? And some people think, oh, I don't want any more change. I have felt that. Thank you. I've built all the character I care to build. Yet, if we didn't have any change, where would we be? Like how boring would that be? If every single day you you got up and you did this and you did that and whatever. I mean the same thing every single day till the day till you were 90 or 100 or 120, you did the same thing. Would that be fun? Would you have the most wondrous time in the world? No. No, we were meant to have experiences, to grow and learn and help others and make a positive difference in others' lives and have a positive impact on others. So and in doing that, we grow and we feel more positive, and all of that. So all that goodness. So that is when finding your purpose and really moving into it and defining it more and more, and sitting down and having that conversation with you like once a month, make some time for you, or once a week, like set a time aside and keep moving towards what you want. We're moving into, almost to the end of the year. And so now that I finished that thought, now I'll tell you what I did, because today, as I mentioned, has been super challenging with all the stuff with the death of a spouse. It's there's a lot that has to happen, and today was just emotionally taxing. Like his Costco membership, meaning ours, expired. I mean, just a bunch of stuff. But so like the Social Security and then the banking and then the just different things. But that kind of topped it off for me, because it was something so small that he would have taken care of, and it just hit me in such a way that he's not here with me in the human anymore, and he's not doing all those little things that he did, and actually got joy out of doing things. He loved to order on Costco and Amazon. Not like he ordered a whole bunch of stuff, but I mean, he loved doing the research and looking at all the reviews, and just really taking time to do that. He'd spend hours doing that, just really getting like the best, whatever the best in his mind the product was, and with all the best reviews, and looking at the pros and cons. And that's how his mind worked, really, really rational, logical. And so I just so when all of that came, when I was looking at the all of a sudden I was looking, because my computer won't even it won't even, it has like five, it sounds like huge, but 5 gigabytes left. And so things, I think I got it to 10, but it's just so full. I even have a hard drive. And anyway, that I've had to move stuff off on, but I couldn't make it work. And it's like, okay, it's time. Like it's time. It's a really old computer. And it was like, and it was time before Steve was actually going to get one for me before. So that's why I made it our anniversary and my Christmas gift from him, and all in between. So, but I went to go look at the different computers, the one I wanted, and then when I was ordering it, I saw that on his phone, in his account, I saw that our membership was, it ended in the end of October. And our story, if you've been following me, we were in Amarillo, and maybe by then we were back in Denver, because that was July, August, September, and I think we got back in October. I can't even remember now. No, it was late September. Anyway, the point is, it was, it was, it had gone, it expired, so it was no longer valid, and that just on top of everything else that happened today and all the hours working through a lot of the different things, I just, I was, it just hit me so personally, rather than working through the finances and the other things. All of a sudden, it was just my baby. Like, he's not here with me and he's not doing those things. And just all of the things of Costco and Amazon and his reviews, it just all hit me at once. And it just like totally took me for a place where I didn't um, even know. It was like, it's like a new experience for me. And I just try to sit and feel those things. I wanted to escape. Like it was so uncomfortable and so sad and so like low frequency. And I just, it was like, what can I do to like move out of this? And so guess what I did? I listened to Defeating Problems, Self-Talk. That's the and and in doing that, and it just moved me immediately because it's always talking about winners. And this is why I say, if you want to work with me, I say email me, Lenny@lennymotivates.com, but put winner, the word winner, because if you are doing these things for yourself and you are excelling in times of change, the things that I am doing my very bestest to program into your brain, um, then you're a winner. It doesn't mean that there's a loser. Yes, I know on planet Earth there's duality. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, okay, if you want to look at loser and winner, then see yourself as having exceptional wins or not. You can call it failing, you can call it whatever you want. Again, we're not talking spiritually, we're talking about on planet Earth, because there is no failure, only experiences in the spiritual realm. But we talk both here. So I'm speaking the 3D world. So there is no, so are you failing or are you winning at life? So it's not someone has to lose. It is, oops, there. Okay. It's just that you are winning in your life, which is why it's really important to me. Look at how I can change my state so quickly. I get so excited about this because it's so powerful. I could keep talking about Steve and all those feelings, and I could just go down that, but I chose nope. The way that it's going to get me out. First of all, I smile, and sometimes that doesn't work. It's like really hard, even though it still helps. And you're wanting to cry or feel whatever you're wanting to feel. I mean, I wanted to honor the feeling, so I did that first, and then I did compassion energy, and then I smiled, and I could smile a little better, and I had to do a little more compassion energy for the human, the human that is Lenny, and do that, and then I neutralized to where I could smile a little better, and then I said, self-talk, defeating problems, because today, well, there were a lot of challenges that I had to, and some are not quite resolved. So, so I wanted to read as I was listening to you two of the self-talk phrases, and remember that these two of them popped out, and one's like long, but and they're said three times in three different ways. This is Shad Helmstedter's like what he has created, and so if you think about it, this is the self-talk that, and let me see if it's on my baby's phone here. Steve 62. Let's see. Oops. I think I got it. Yeah. So let me see right here. See if you can see. It's this one right here. Let me see if defeating problems, and see, read what it says. Can you read? It's probably backwards, but it says challenges. Here, let me do it tomorrow. Challenges create winners. So this is positive self-talk for defeating problems. It's one of my favorite ones that I used in, there's, I've got another one too, but not to go from this. Another one that I'm really loving. Let me finish my sentences or my thoughts. But this one, Lynette and I use this a lot in Amarillo because there was so much going on, and then we use stress, worry, and depression as well. So let me read what this positive self-talk for defeating problems and why I use it. So this is what is written for defeating problems. Challenges create winners. In this incredibly uplifting series, you'll find the self-talk sessions that wire your brain to see problems differently. Wire your brain. The more you repeat, you're rewiring programs that defeat you, and this is where you're a winner. It rewires your brain to the programs that you want. so that you see problems differently and you win, you solve them. So let me finish that. So that wire your brain to see problems differently and turn adversity into success. Going far beyond just thinking positively, these sessions give you the kind of winning attitude that sees challenges as opportunities and problems along the way as natural steps to success. Success in every single area of your life. And when I read this, you know how I tell you it's like a guide. Shad Helmstetter is a genius, and other things as well. I mean, he's just amazing. But 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 listen to the how to in here, and this is why I say it's like a guide. It's a how to. So this is only one, and there I don't know how many, like 30 or however many, but this is just one of these phrases. I do not fear problems, I solve them. I do not ignore problems, I confront them. I do not avoid problems, I conquer them. So that's one, and it's repeated 3 times, and it's said different ways in throughout the series. And then another one, that the other one that stood out to me, I am not afraid of any problem. I prefer to meet a problem face to face. I learn everything I can about the problem. I understand it, define it, and I make a detailed outline of the possible solutions. I arrange the solutions in priority order, and I immediately begin acting on the first step in the list of solutions. It is a how to. Can you hear that? And think if you're repeating for just 15 minutes, not just that one, but the little series, and you're doing that morning and night. Well, night you would do the self-esteem, and then but in the morning, say, or at any time, like lunch or something, and you're really working through a challenging day, like I did, and man, you just turn on that defeating problems, and it's a shift. It is a total shift of your mental state, your emotional state. All of a sudden, you feel like a winner, winner. And why do you feel like a winner? It's because it's so positive, and it's a how-to of, oh, I can figure this out. I can do that. Oh, I will overcome. I will conquer. I will, I can get through this. Like all the other stuff of the self-esteem is knowing that you're unique, and you have the ability to overcome anything, and you can see these problems differently. All of a sudden you see them as challenges, and a way you turn the challenge, the adversity, into an opportunity, and all of it, you turn it into something that, for me today, it was like, you know what, these are the days when I can just crumble. I literally can just crumble, and I can go drown myself in, I don't know, all the things I was thinking that I could, would do. And I didn't know exactly what. I'm trying to think what I was thinking of. I was like, no, no, no. I was going to drown myself in work, and I was like, this is not a good state for where I'm at right now. And I mean, it's not a good plan for being creative. And I just needed to listen to this self-talk. So but again, this whole thing, think about the steps. If you were listening, you could actually say, I am not afraid of any problem. I prefer to meet a problem face to face. Come on, problem, put up your dukes. Do, 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 do. And I learned everything I can about the problem. All the other aspects, I was thinking all the things, and I did that today, like with his social security and other things that it was like, okay, what are all the questions, what are all the, like, that whole thing. I understand it, define it, and I make a detailed, I understand it, I define it. What is it? What is the challenge? What is the problem? And what are you trying to, what's the desired outcome, right? But you make a detailed outline of the possible solutions. See, you make a detailed outline. You arrange the solutions in priority order. What's the priority? What's your first step? And I immediately began acting on the first step in the list of solutions. So you're writing out all these solutions. Like, what could I possibly do? This is how you set goals. This is how you create your life. You design your life. It's not oh, here comes 2025. Here comes a new year. And now I have to set goals and I fail every year. I go and I try to work out and I try to lose weight and I try, don't try, do. Right? What is the Yogi, Yoda? Is it Yoda? Yoda. Anyway, whoever that cute little peeperoo is, that's not a peeperoo, but an alien or something, as we all are. But anyway, no matter what it is, it's the whole thing is, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to, how are you going to, what do you want out of your life? And we go back to what we first started with was with the passage. So we know that you're here and you want to find your purpose, or you already know your purpose, what it is, and now you're just trying to move into it, or trying to activate it, and you're really trying to define it. And I mean, this, what I just read you, that could be great action steps for finding your purpose too. Like, really write it out, right? It's understand it, define it. Like, what is it to you? Define it. I mean, I'm just looking at it's these phrases. You get them in your head and you wire them, and they beat out the stronger programs. They become the stronger programs, playing in the, so the 77% of those negative, boy, that starts dwindling, and the 90 to 95% of the negative, counterproductive, sabotaging programs, harmful programs that you have in your brain. I mean, think about a harmful program. When I was very, very depressed, tried to kill myself many times. No success. Look, here I am. Do. Wasn't meant to be. It was not meant to be. And but was that a harmful program, that I wasn't worthy to be here? I shouldn't even be breathing air. Seriously, I thought, why am I even here? I'm not adding any value to anyone's life. Like, there's nothing I do for anyone. And the air that I'm breathing, like, I shouldn't even be taking air from others. That's where I was. Like, it might sound very silly to you, but that's where I was. And you think about people who are really depressed. Well, if people are really depressed, then have them listen to and wire their brain. And if they're really depressed, just put it on for them, and it'll help their brains. But stress, worry, and depression. Stress, worry, and depression. The other one that Lynette and I listen to a lot. So here it is. Anytime you want to step back, breathe deeply, and feel the quiet peace and tranquil calm of your safest self, spend time with these special sessions of self-talk. They are designed to put you back in touch with your foundational self and give you balance and peace of mind. And they do. And they do. And they talk about winners, and how winners move forward in life. And it gives you a very positive picture of yourself. And of course, if somebody's really, really depressed like I was, that would probably, you would just have it at a really super low, like you would have a just background noise, and just be playing that over and over and over. It's what I did for Steve, but I didn't have it low. I had it. I was like, I don't know where you're at, babe, but I'm playing these things for you. It wasn't stress, worry, and depression, but I did have defeating problems. I did have health. I did the health and fitness one. Anyway, so, but that's what I did. That's the tool. And it's an incredibly powerful one. And no, it's not my app. It's Dr. Shad Helmstetter's app. Am I an affiliate? Yes, I am. I'm very, very rich because of all the affiliate fees. I'm totally kidding, because it's like pennies. And I am a product of the product. I am a product of the self-talk, this positive self-talk, and rewiring my brain. And I know it works, and I've told you different things about it that works. And so, but that was my tool. So I had that, and I told Lynette, because I was trying not to cry, and I wanted to lift myself up. And Lynette, our daughter, cosmicmoves.com, and our astrologer daughter, and I just said, I just feel sad. I feel, like I don't know how to, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know who I can talk to. I don't know, like, I just felt so lonely and sad and lots of 3D planet Earth feelings of loss. And I was trying to move back into the spiritual, and doing all the things that I know to do, all the tools that I shared with you before, all that, that energy, the compassion energy for the human experience, and all of that. So I did all that and neutralized it, got myself to a place, and it's like defeating problems, self-talk. And I listened to that. I'm like, I'm a winner. Do do do. It took me a minute to get into it, and listening to it because I was in that state of mind. But my intention was to move my state to a positive state, one of can do and can become and can create and can change my state. I got it. I got it. So that's what I did. And so I hope that's helpful for you. I hope everything I do for you is helpful in some way, that you find some golden nugget and something that will help you. Let me read some of these again. This If you'd like to work with me as your life coach, it would be my honor and privilege. I always put in the description all my prices. Everything's going to be going on my website soon. I know I've said that before, and I'm creating some fun little offers, very inexpensive offers. And also my group coaching is just small fee, basically once a month, compared to the one-on-one. So I'm opening that up. And so that I'm just moving myself, like getting through Steve's life, ceremony of life, celebration of life. And that's on the 7th. And I told him, did I tell you this? So I was walking through a couple of days ago. I was like, okay, my baby, this time after the December 7th, it's all about me. I still love you, but it's all about me, and moving myself forward and doing what it is that I want to do with my life and for so many other people. And so anyway, but all of that is just getting moving into that space and everything, all of this self-talk, and if you'd like to have me coach you through excelling in times of change, and you've seen me not only talk the talk but walk the walk, and how I've walked the walk, I too have been a how-to with the tools that I use. And I hope that you have taken something from that if you are watching this, and I would love to work with you. And so all of those programs, everything I have, is always in the description. I don't think I finished that thought, but everything is in the description, and it'll soon be on my website once I get that together, because then I will be able to concentrate, um, because I think pretty much all the finances and all the different things that Steve was doing, hopefully I'll have a much better handle. I'm getting better and better, and along with Lynette. Lynette is, oh my gosh, Aruz, I don't really know. I mean, it's to have someone like her next to me is just, it's such a blessing to have her. And it's just, I'm just so grateful. But once I get past the 7th, then I can really, December, then I'll be much more freed up to do things. And so I can put things in place that I've been wanting to do and haven't really been. I have to have, I also have my priorities, and the priorities that are like, on planet Earth, they need to be done right away. So that's what I've been doing. So a lot of that. So, so yeah, you can, if you'd like to work with me, Lenny@lennymotivates.com, and just put winner. Remember, we talked about winner, and in the subject line or somewhere in there, and let me know you'd like to work with me, and we'll get a time and get started. There's 30 days or 90 days or 6 months, or even a spiritual consult if that's of interest to you, or the group coaching, which um, that I still don't have where you could actually click and when I'm going to do it. So, but anyway, that's all going in there, and so you can see all the prices and everything, and then all the programs that you could possibly want, and then the other thing is this app, like this app, the self-talk app, and all the things. So I was just going to read through, like, personal growth, winning with people. Let me read the one for personal growth to you. Having a goal, this is positive self-talk for personal growth. Having a goal to make personal growth a lifelong activity will reap positive rewards in every part of your life. Listening to the self-talk sessions in this series will bring personal growth front and center. Plan to listen to this series often as a refresher. Even if you initially listen to the sessions for several weeks, this is another of the self-talk classrooms you'll want to revisit again and again, and you will. And you will. So there's weight loss. So the self-talk you'll learn in this classroom of the mind has been used by thousands of individuals to help them reach and maintain their weight loss goals. To begin with, listen to each of these 3 sessions at least once each day for a minimum of 3 weeks. You always want to listen for a minimum of 3 weeks, right? 21 days to change a habit. It's really dismantle the stronger programs so that the programs that you're rewiring can come in and start rewiring and take over and become the strongest programs of the good programs that you choose, these mental programs. As long as it takes for these self-talk messages to become a natural, wired-in part of who you are. So these are all like super wonderful positive relationships, financial success, career achievement, health and fitness, self-esteem, taking control of your life, mastering time. That's one of my favorite ones now. Mastering goals, defeating problems, selling, like incredible you, believing in incredible you, self-talk for positive living, self-talk for recovery. I think there are 3 of those ones. So it's really, really powerful. Give yourself the gift this year of self-talk and start rewiring your brain. Start using your brain, the power of neuroplasticity, and creating those new neural networks that fire and wire together in positive ways that help you to excel in times of change and to find success in every single area of your life, no matter where it is, whatever you're looking for. It's there. You can do it, and that's how you do it in an easy way. That is the solution. That's a story. Okay, so let me just read this one last time because it's just for November 27th. I know that I'm not here just to be here. You're here to rewire your brain. Oh, wow. Good job, Shad. I know that I'm not here just to be here. I'm here to make a positive difference. Yes, you are. Every day I look for the difference I can make, and every day I add value to my life and value to the lives of others. And yes, you do. I'm going to spin that around because I want to leave you with that note of telling you this. I want to wire it into your brain because you were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed. So we're going to deprogram. We're going to reprogram with the programs that you want. We're going to, those strong programs that you have been telling yourself, your self-talk over and over and over, that you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you can never do it like that person because they're so much better. You'll never have enough money, or you'll never find the right person, or you never remember names, or you're not good for this or that, or you others are better at that than you are. Whatever the story that you are telling yourself, that you're a victim of external circumstances, because that's what it is. Let's just look at it. You are in lack. You are not living in the abundant universe that we live in. We live in a very abundant universe, but you're seeing lack. And you know, why can I just tell you like that? Because I can feel lack. Just today with Steve, I'm feeling lack. I lack his touch, his smile, his sense of humor, his taking care of a lot of the finances and all. I miss his essence, and that is lack. No matter what, because that guy is no longer a guy. That guy is essence. That guy is spirit. He's just like, whew, and he is everywhere. Like he's right here, right now. He's everywhere. And because that is, remember the ocean, before I end here. Oh my gosh, this is one of the longest ones I've ever done. But anyway, the ocean, right? The spray. So here's the ocean, and then here are the drops, right? The ocean kind of crashes against a rock or out in the middle or something. they hit each other, the waves or something, however that goes. But anyway, all the little spray, the drops go, and they're all like, some are down here and some are up here and some are longer and some are shorter and some have a little bit of seaweed and some have a little bit of crustacean and some have who knows what, but they're all just different, and they're all over here, wee wee, and some are like, hey, get out of my way, and some are it's all about me and I'm cuter, and some are like, I can do anything and I'm reaching and I'm growing, and all over those individual expressions of the ocean. They're individual expressions of the ocean. All they have all the constituents of the ocean, all of the constituents, and they're over here wee wee and doing their things and talking and having conversations this whole time that they're up here, spray 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 spray, and then psh, and where do they go at different times, right? They come down and they go into the ocean, and they become what? The ocean. They're one with the ocean. That's what happens. That's us. That's Steve. Steve is now source. Steve is now consciousness. Steve is now universe. That and his essence though, but his essence of Steve will always live on. He has an astrological chart that will always live on. He will have, I mean, he will was always it, he was always here, and he will always be here. He will always be there. He'll always be everywhere, just as you and me. So we're just like the drops, and we go right back, right back. We have all the constituents. It's just a matter of degree, of source, of God, of universe, whatever you want to call that, higher power, the divine. You call it whatever you want. Quantum, the quantum field, the one field, the one, whatever you want to call that higher power divinity, call it that. But that's where we return, and we're just individual expressions of that. It's just a matter of degree, which means you have all the constituents, just like those drops of the ocean, but very unique. Like maybe they had a little piece of seaweed or this or that or extra that or and they played out their expression of their individual expression, and then back into the ocean. So this is why life is so exciting. It's like such an adventure. So why are we, worried and depressed and all of that? Because it goes so quickly. And this is why I love this app, because it just changes my state. I I mean, I changed my state by listening to it, because I know that it is such a powerful motivator to help me. It's a powerful tool, and I feel motivated and inspired, and it literally changes my brain. And I love for my brain to be changed in that way. I love to be programmed by that positivity that is rewiring my brain to a higher purpose, so that I can serve a higher purpose and I can reach that unlimited potential, which I'll never ever reach, which is so exciting to me, because that means I can keep going and going and going and going and going and going. As can you. That's the point. That's the point. To just that the journey. It's the journey to find that unlimited promise and potential, because it's all there. It's all there. It just got on planet Earth. Your brain just got wired. It just got trampled over with all these other programs from other people, outside external people and media and all the things, and it got you got programmed. And now you can rewire those programs, the programs that you want, the programs that I showed you on these. And there's so many. These are just my favorites, but there's more on the regular page. So the regular page, the page that has them all. Those are just the ones that I use over and over and over. And so that's the story. I love you so very, very much. You can do, be, change, have, create. Did I miss one? Become. Absolutely anything. I believe in you. You can do this. You can find your purpose. Yeah, you can. And if you have it, if you already know what it is, activate it. Move into it. Find that direction. Your purpose gives you meaning in life, and that purpose gives you the direction that you need to go. And it's usually pretty darn easy. Even though there's challenges, it's pretty easy because it comes easily to you, and you can add skill sets to it and everything else, so that you can be of service to others and make a positive difference in the lives of others and add value to your life and value to the lives of others, just like you add value to my life. Thank you for that. I am very, very grateful for that. And I love you so very, very much, as always. Oh, wait. I was going to say my very last one, but I'm going to see what tomorrow is first before I do that. Let's see. Oh, is your life an accident or not? Ponder that one. We'll see what Dr. Shad has to say about that tomorrow. You might already know. All right. Shining my light to brighten yours, and we'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.